All right, so check 1, 2. I got a TikTok video I wanted to react to. This is off of Watchman Quadruple Seven. So that's seven, seven. I mean 4 sevens. Yeah. This is off his shit. His TikTok page, and I listened to like maybe a minute of it. I was like, oh shit, I gotta record this video before it gets deleted. But I was gonna put it on a projector, but my thing ain't connecting, so I ain't got time.
Foreign policy. And what's worse is they have no idea that they have no idea that they don't have any idea what's happening with their foreign policy. We have 400 military bases surrounding China since the Korean War. Do we really think that China is getting ready to invade the United States? Because I tell you, they're not. They make everything we use in the United States. Why? Because the same people who want this war are the same people who took the good jobs that are manufacturing jobs in America, turned them into low-paying, crappy jobs, and then shipped them to China. And then we get angry at them for the system that we set up, and they're so corrupt. Because that's the thing, Americans have no idea how corrupt their government is. They think our government's just regular corrupt, like, oh, Trump gave his son a job, or Biden gave his kid a no-show job in the Ukraine war. That's not, the whole thing is corrupt. The $800 billion military budget is $800 billion of corruption. Why do we have to have 900 military bases around? We're the ones provoking this war, just like we provoked the war in Ukraine. We are now provoking a war with China. And who benefits? I'll tell you right now. Your enemy is not China. Your enemy is not Russia. Your enemy is the military-industrial complex, which has been fleecing this country to the tune of hundreds of billions and trillions of dollars. How many times are we going to have a defense secretary say, "Hey, we can't account for $2 trillion in the Pentagon again"? Which is what happened twice now in my lifetime. So again, people are being the war machine cannot be stopped. Who's running this country? The war machine. It certainly isn't Joe Biden making these decisions. I would like to know who is making these decisions. And I just want to remind everybody, the United States is the world's terrorist. We just set the
So I don't know who this guy is talking. It says Jimmy Dore on the Jimmy Dore Show host, and he talking to Tucker Carlson. Let me tell you something, man. I've been saying that if you are an American citizen, we all need to get together and figure out where the fuck this money going. They trace our money on a regular basis. Man, our tax code now, we gotta report shit that we didn't report. But they don't have to. It's a real fucking wake up call. We need to forget about all this racism, forget about all this hate we got for each other, and remember why we all hate each other. It's because one class is bigger than the other one, or the other class, you're not getting the money. The money ain't being passed around evenly. And now we done waited so fucking long to where now everybody then looked at us and realized that we the fucking terrorists because all of our government and our military has stolen the fucking money. The military has stolen the money, so the Senate and the Congress and all the judicial governmental officials can sit nicely. I'm not talking about these lower people, these volunteer workers. I'm talking about these motherfuckers that's getting paid Nancy Pelosi style. Oh, we got our base salary, but we got investments. These are motherfuckers I'm talking about. Let's continue.
Middle East on fire in the last 20 years, and now we're doing a proxy war in Ukraine, which we provoked, NATO provoked, and it was just admitted that we provoked it by the former Prime Minister of Germany, and now we're trying to saber rattle with China, and they're predicting a war. Again, China's not going to invade us. China's not our enemy. If we might have an economic war, that's what these are. These are economic wars. These are wars where in Ukraine it's about liquefied natural gas and making sure Germany and Russia never come together because we fear Russia's.
I tell you why we not gonna win this economic war. because all of the foreigners that came here to learn, and people like me were born and raised to do this right here. I'm doing research on what they have been doing while I was growing up. While I was a child, and they was telling me to be a kid and just have fun. You can learn when you're an adult. This is what my government was pushing to my parents to tell me. Because if my parents installed any type of discipline to structure me to learn uh while I'm growing up, oh, that was an issue for our government. People gotta realize how the government actually curved everything. Not just for the black family. This is for all families. And you gotta realize, like, I guess I gotta say how Charleston White said, if you ain't married, you don't got no jurisdiction in your child's life. That's a bastard child. They say, man, I was just thinking the other day, man, before I do that, let me play like the last couple of seconds of this video.
Natural resources and manpower, and we fear them getting together with Germany with their technology and their capital. And so that's why we blew up the Nord Stream pipeline. That's why we're doing the Ukraine war. This is all about hegemony, imperialism, and economics. And if there's a marine somewhere, it's there because they're about to steal some natural resources from another country. As everybody's screaming about what a bad guy Putin is for invading Ukraine, the United States is currently occupying a third of Syria. And which third is that? It's the third that has the oil. And how do I know we're there to steal their oil? Because the President of the United States said so. Because they have no idea what's.
So I'm gonna just say this. The reason why they want to destroy TikTok and keep YouTube, Facebook, and all that extra shit. The reason why they want to do that is because TikTok allows us to talk about two things that they say are restricted in the workplace, in a conversation. It's automatically supposed to cause a fight. And, you know, when I have these conversations, it don't cause no fight. But the two things that they tell us not to discuss in the workplace environment is politics and religion. That's the two things that run this fucking world. So they want us to be distracted by everything else. This, that TV, you know, this phone, everything. Celebrity news, cop shootings, massacres, KKK, racism period, war, pandemics, and the list goes on. I just want to tell you guys, the main reason why they say don't discuss those two is because that's where you are the most, at work. You spend 8 to 11 hours. 8 to, man, some people spend a lot more time than that at a job site. And you meet all different types of people from all different types of groups. It's just not one sector of a person, of a certain race group in the work environment. So, with that being said, there's not if there's the only one if there's not just one race group, then that means everybody can start be talking and start really thinking and actually be like, hold up, something ain't right with our government. Oh, you getting treated like that too? Oh, I thought. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. And then we start to wake up and realize some shit. So it is imperative that we talk about where our money going. When the light bill get raised, we wonder why the fuck it get raised. We go look at the numbers. When anything else get raised, we go look at them numbers. As Americans, we do. All Americans do, not just black Americans. We all do this. I mean, people ask me to see the receipt. Can I see the receipt? Oh no, this is not right. They need to take this off. And it's more versatile Americans, all types of Americans that I see do this. So when I say this, I mean we really need to take a hard look at what the fuck our government doing and where the fuck our money getting spent. Follow the money. Like they say with all the criminals. Follow the money. And if they ain't doing nothing wrong, they shouldn't have no problem with us following the money. And don't hide nothing. And everybody who crooked, you got to go. You gotta go. You have to fucking go. And we're gonna replace you guys with regular citizens that's making money that hasn't been making money. We're gonna replace these people with average citizens who know what the fuck we need in America. I understand, and we're gonna have somebody else in there who knows what's going on in a different world too. So we're gonna have citizens of all cultures running this world. Because the citizens of all cultures have built America. Look at how many. Hey Siri, can I see the U.S. Senate?
The United States Senate is the upper chamber of the United States Congress.
Can I see all members of the United States Senate?
Here's what I found.
Let's see. Tammy, I want to see the pictures of them. They got 100 of them. Okay. Look at how it looks. Look it down some. Alright. You can barely see it, but you can see it. And not all of these people are American made, American paid. Look at it. A lot of them have gray hair in their head. That's a lot. Tommy Turville, John Thune, Ed Markey. They all three of them look like they up in age. Tammy Baldwin, Pete Richtel, Tom Tillis, John Cornyn, Michael Bennett, Susan Collins, Bob Casey, Catherine Cortez, Angus King, Tammy Duckworth. That's a black name, but it look like she she identifies as a white woman. Tim Kaine, Lisa Muskie. That sounds Russian or foreign. They sure don't sound American. Mike Lee, Christian Gillibrand, Bob Mendez, Tom Cotton, Ron Johnson, I'm sorry, Amy Colbach, Marsh Blackburn, Richard J. Dubin, Kate Britt. Damn, these are a lot of white faces. Charles E. Grassley, John Tesser, Sherrod Brown. He looked black. I mean, he ain't black. The name looked black, but he dipped in some black candy. That's what I meant to say. He dipped in some black candy. You could tell. Alex Padilla, John Ossoff, John Ossoff, Debbie Stabenow, now Cory Booker. He light skinned. He identifies as a white male. Probably. Allegedly. I don't know. Mark Kelly, Pat Murray, John Holloway, Mark Rubel, Rand Paul, Elizabeth Warner, Tim Scott. Finally got to a black man. Whew. Rick Scott, Lindsey Graham, J.D. Vance, Joe Manchin, Dianne Feinstein, Mitt Romney, Chuck Schumer. Oh, got another one. Ralph Warnock. He looked like he identified as a white man too. And Tim Scott, most definitely. But these people most definitely. Everybody I just named. Jim Fetterman, Ted Cruz, Christian Semina. Oh my God. Oh my God. I just realized this. Ralph Warnock and Tim Scott get reminded on a constant and daily basis. Know your place. You are just pepper and all this salt. You just a little bit of flavor and all this high blood pressure. Jesus. I just named the Senate, U.S. senators. And like out of all of them, look. One, two. Not one Hispanic born, native, that was born here. They probably built a house or two. That was racist. I'm sorry. Not an Asian. Then never mind. I'm not gonna give examples because that'd be just like kind of like. But you get my point. You get my point, man. Like we have so many other races out here than just these faces that have built America. Just these faces that have built America. There's so many more. So why are all these faces representing us only? See, America could come to a great compromise if we had more diversity. We don't need just young people in there. We need our elders. I'm not gonna say that. We don't. But we need well-rounded people that can think about all of us, not just themselves. Because they not just dealing with their money. They dealing with all of our money. So with that being said, I'm just going to end it with this. We all need to understand wherever you decide you want to go. Because I want to go with Yahweh. I'm going to go with Yahweh. I want to help people. I don't want to destroy people. So you got to pick your side now. Either you're going to be helping people, and sometimes it's going to take some pain. But that don't mean you got to reinforce that pain with pain. Now, you can show them you ain't playing. Light that ass up. But it's either once you light that ass up, it's either you know that it's gonna be something that's gonna be settled, or you gotta destroy the whole thing. Those are your two options. And if you get to the point where you gotta put your hands on something to change something, you might as well just end it. So I feel like we should end a certain age of being in office. I don't even want you grandfathered in. Unless, not unless like you in your 50s right now and you just got in there. If you just got in there and you like 45 going into the 50s and you just started politics, then okay. But it's time to clean house. Just like they clean house with us when they tired of us wasting their money, eating their food while we're hungry, and they only paying us $7.25 an hour. What? $7.25 an hour, and I can't have not a god doggone chicken nugget or a French fry. Woo! I remember them days, my G. I remember them days, being hungry and just looking at all that food. They tell you, no, you can't touch nothing. So it's time to tell them the same fucking thing. You see all that fucking money, you can't touch nothing. So I'm going, what? Use the system against them. Use that same little law they trying to pass, trying to watch our money. Let's watch theirs. Let's watch their money. Let's be on their ass. That every American, I don't care if you white, black, Chinese, Indian, Mexican, uh, 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 Japanese. I don't care. I don't care. Arabic. I don't care, man. I don't care what you choose to worship. I don't care what you choose to identify yourself as. We all got to come together because all of our money is caught up into this stuff. We all got a common interest, and that's our money. It's us versus them. The ants versus the grasshoppers. Bugs Life. When that ants was that was a story to tell. That movie was crazy. Ants was a crazy story. If they realize they outnumber us, then we're screwed, says the general. Just think of the grasshoppers as our military, and we are the ants. All right, y'all. Have a good day. I'm about to go roll me up another one and try to go to sleep. God bless. Good night. See y'all.